got home from work a little bit ago. We actually made some pizza for dinner, and I got to use that tomato that I harvested yesterday. But I've been out here working now for a little bit on our greenhouse, and you can see that I got the upper window put in. That's the vent window. Other than that, guys, I got the door here finally installed, but I have to say, kind of like some of the other components of the actual greenhouse, it's not that bent that I was worried about, but these side panels here, we look really close. I don't know how well you guys can see that this part of the door frame is bent trying to reach around that. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I might, I don't know. I have a multi-tool. I might try to cut that off to lower it down a little bit. I think that's probably going to be my best bet. But going around here, I did check everything out. Now, I did use an impact driver to tighten everything down, and that has got to be the best route to go with something like this. But I did find a couple of bolts that were loose, and they were bolts that I know for sure that I did not miss. So if you do get something like this, I would really strongly suggest you get the frame put together, let it sit for at least a week, kind of settle in place a little bit, and then come back through and tighten those down. Like I said, it was 4 to 6 that I found in there that were super loose, and like I said, I know that it wasn't anything that I had missed, so I was glad that I got those caught before we start getting the panels in. I'm not going to do the panels tonight, but I am going to run up. I have some larger washers. I'm going to get this bolted down to the ground a little bit better, and then tomorrow Viv and I think her friend Jamie's joining us, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get the panels put in, and then we are using a outdoor rated weather glue. It's kind of all purpose to get this or those panels as securely in place as possible. We want to make sure that they're not going to knock out, fall out, break, or anything like that. And I can tell you now, I just know it. If we end up losing a panel, especially over winter, with the wind coming in, it's going to catch like a parachute and it's going to rip this thing down. And I mean, pushing on it, it's pretty sturdy. We didn't do a ton for the bottom supports, but you know, I think more than enough, at least adequate wise for what we're using this for. So again, just wanted to give you guys an update, and I'm going to get back to getting those bottom boards bolted down a little bit better, and then I'll check in with you guys in just a moment. Alright, just got the tools put away for that project, and I'll go over and I'll show you guys what I did out here. Now, like I said, I just gotten some maybe 3/4 inch or 1 inch washers. I'm not exactly sure what size they were. And I went ahead and I bolted those down into the bottom. And the plan is, what'll happen is I will do cross connect bars in here once we're done getting the panels in. And then from there, what we'll do is we will go through and we're going to add some weight in there. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to concrete it down, and if I was to do that, I would just get maybe 2 bags of concrete, and I would put that over a cross connect over here, over there, just kind of in each corner, not anything too extreme. But I was out here when I was bolting that down, I was checking out the door, and the door by far is even worse now. I can't get it open or close. So I am going to go through with the multi-tool. I am going to trim that up tomorrow. Like I said, Viv and her friend, they're going to come out and they're going to help get all the panels put up. Now, I do have to admit, on this particular greenhouse, there were quite a few pieces that were in the directions that we're missing. Just checking out some of the videos, there was a plastic caps that were supposed to go on the gutter pieces, kind of just on the ends of each corner, and those are pieces that did not come with this at all. Also inside, and I'm gonna have to duck through the wall here with the door, the way it is. But in here, I got this bar put on, but the piece that's supposed to go on the frame to connect onto, that did not come with the packaging either. So not super happy with that. But like I said, overall, I wouldn't spend as much money as what they're asking for this. I think by the time you add in tax, it would have been around $400. If it was me, I certainly would not spend over $200 for this. I've had to include a lot of extra parts that were parts that I had, like I said, a lot of extra screws. You know, for $400, also the panels, and I'll show you guys more tomorrow. I'm not going to try to pop that one out, but the panels are super flimsy. You know, I've seen at the hardware store, I've never actually used them before, similar style panels for like carports, things like that. That's what they should have used. Those are a lot more stable, a lot thicker. Well, not even a lot thicker. They're just more stable, and they are designed to be outside. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to hold up. Might get some 2x4s and kind of frame up the outer walls in here too, just as an added support. I was thinking about doing that, but then kind of checking everything out, it's already really well supported down, so I might do that like halfway up the side walls, and I'll show you guys that if that's something I'll do. But like I said, tomorrow's plan is to get the panels in. We're going to be home most of the day, so we're going to work on that a little bit more. And other than that, that's pretty much everything that I did in here today. We'll step back outside. And from the, again, the outside view here, I just not exactly sure who they were marketing this greenhouse towards, what kind of consumer base, but I strongly suggest if you are going to grow a lot of plants that you have a greenhouse, just because there's so many benefits to having one. And I'll try to get it in the background for you guys. There's so many benefits of having one. Unfortunately though, this one, I'm kind of on the fence on it. It certainly, like I said, wasn't worth $400. I wouldn't, if I had to pay full out of pocket on it, I don't think that it would have been worth more than really $200, and that kind of would have been the max. So, you know, if you're shopping around for a greenhouse, make sure you take the time, you shop around. I wanted to purchase this just because there's so many of these online. Hayneedle is the brand that manufactured this one, but it is the same exact one that is sold from Harbor Freight, just different packaging. This one was supposed to be a little bit nicer. You'll see tomorrow after we get the panels in, but there is green shelving that came with it. That was no extra cost. It came with all of them, so we'll check it out. But hopefully you guys are liking these greenhouse videos. I know that there's not a ton online, or if there is, it's just directions on putting it together. There's not a lot of people's honest opinions on these. And we'll take a walk back up. You know, some of the things that I would have liked to have seen differently is the door could have been a little bit wider. You know, the panels, like I said, could have been thicker, and I would have enjoyed it being just a teeny bit higher. Looking at the measurements that I had out of the box compared to what were posted online, they were two very different numbers. The greenhouse itself is actually a little bit wider and longer, but height-wise, it's about 4.5 inches shorter than what it said it was going to be. So I don't know, I thought about raising it up, but then I thought, you know, if I was concerned about wind, increasing the height potentially could cause some more issues. But you know, that's it. That's it really for the frame design. Like I said, tomorrow we're popping in the panels, and that's really it for tonight's vlog, guys. We didn't get a whole lot done. Got home from work a little bit later. You guys can see it's getting dark out. It's actually getting pretty cool out. I gotta put a sweatshirt on, and I still gotta mow the lawn today. So we're gonna get doing that. Other than that, guys, please make sure you check in with tomorrow's vlog, because we got a lot of cool stuff with the panels going in. You're not gonna want to miss that. And as always, you know, give our video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we really appreciate any viewers who share our videos. Like I said, we've recently kind of experienced plummet in our number of subscribers, and we do want to build that back up. We have a big surprise for when we hit 500 subscribers. I think right now we're back at about a 305. We were pretty close to 400 at one point, but you know, yeah, I already, I guess, described that in another video. So other than that, you guys have a good evening and keep homesteading.